Ladies, are y'all on here? Okay, so look, I cut the comment section off because I want us to really focus. I really want to get some very sound advice, some wise advice. And to be honest with you, I'm looking for women my age. But if you're younger, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't mind you sharing your input. So last night I was up late because I slept during the day. So I was on TikTok. I was going to do some videos over here, but I just ended up scrolling on TikTok. And for the last like 2-3 days, I've been seeing the 40 and up club, the 40 and up TikTok. And I was like, wow, that seems pretty cool. And to be honest, I saw men first, men my age, some of them very intact, nicely built. Then some of them, you can tell they got a dad bod, but still attractive, come off very nice. And so everybody was just saying, come on the 40 and up side of TikTok, the 40 and up side of TikTok. So the first day I was like, nah, I ain't fooling up with that, But these are some attractive men. Then I was looking at the women. I was like, oh my God, the women seem so genuine. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Their age, their season, then they had the 50 and up. And I was like, wow, this seems really nice. So last night, I was up late and I was just scrolling. And I said, well, I'm going to upload 2 pictures. I said, maybe I should give it a try. I thought it was for like dating purposes. So I posted 2 pictures for, kind of like dating purposes, and things like that. So then as I scroll, they want you to like the 40 and up, whoever's profile you come across, like it, follow them. And all the women over there, oh my God, so amazing, so helpful. And I was like, God, this is really, really nice. This is absolutely amazing. It's dope. So when I woke up this morning, the first thing I thought about was YouTube. I'm not able to post on my AEL channel again. I don't know who keeps doing this, that they're doing, but that's why I'm only on this channel and TikTok. But the first thing I thought about was all the women that connected to me that were lying. Maliciously lying. I thought about their ages. The first woman was a white woman, Amanda Soley, in Texas. She was a white woman associated with the military. And she was middle age. Excuse me. Yeah, she was older, but middle age. Then I thought about every other woman since I've been dealing with this, Antonio situation. I share that part with y'all openly, because it's just my life now. So I've learned to adapt to it, live with it. I thought about mothers that got on the phone lying to me. Excuse me, y'all. I thought about the men in the fraternity group and friend circle that still not only cyberbully me, but were trying to lure me in different places. I thought about the women that were my age that, fake befriended and associated with me. I thought about the tarot readers over here that associated with me. My mind has been running probably about 50 million miles a minute since I got up this morning, because I got up and I have a lot of inboxes on TikTok. And some of them are from guys, some of them are from girls, just saying, hey, if you need anything, etc., etc., etc. And then I thought about the church people as well. Let me make sure I mention them. I thought about that bishop, his wife, the first lady, when they were booking in my classes, when everybody was emailing me, when everybody was booking fake readings. I thought about the women that was, calling me sis and auntie, and more so on the sis side, since I'm talking about 40 and up. And my mind, I just cannot stop thinking. And y'all, ladies, I'm not gonna lie. I said, oh, hell no. Y'all, I look a little rough because I'm doing my hair. I be doing that Nasara thing. But I really want to show y'all my face. just like, so, oh, I forgot I have a bra on. So when I was just scrolling through all the messages on TikTok, I was like, God, this is a lot. And all that has happened to me and still going on with me over here on YouTube and TikTok, my Facebook, how they follow me, I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. I said hell to the no. No, 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 no. I said no, Candy. No, no, no. The church people that had this Miss Diane that was calling me to report this girl named Tasha that was being two-faced. And I started thinking about the older women. The older women. And then I came back over here to this channel, right? I came back over here and ladies, I went to that video from a couple weeks ago when I went to homecoming and I was telling y'all about, I ran into my brother who had molested and raped me, and I was just sharing that with y'all. So I read everybody's comments, which is absolutely amazing. It was so very helpful, but there were a few comments that stuck out the most. And this one lady said, she said, "I'm so sorry that you rearranged your trauma." And that thought came back to me. So I came back over here this morning. I ran and scrolled through all those comments from a couple weeks ago, and I thought about it. I said, this ain't real. Now, I agree with her because I did rearrange my trauma because of all that I have been dealing with in life and stuff like that. But today, I sat on the side of that bed, and I was like, nah, this ain't rearranged trauma right here. I just remember everybody. And then, the resources that I'm blessed to have when I found out who some people were. You feel me? And I was like, nah, this ain't rearranged trauma this time, Candy. This you thinking. Everything started out so good, so innocent, so helpful, so peaceful, so this, so that, blah, blah, blah. But those people were monsters and still are monsters to me. And I said, am I tripping? Because I was like, I'm going to go over there and delete these pictures. I'm not, y'all know I talk about being openly being dyslexic and not understanding. Sometimes it takes me a little longer or a long time to comprehend things. And I've been needing some help with YouTube and TikTok. And I don't know. I'm not feeling it anymore. That's the best way I can say it. So my question is this, because I don't feel safe. I swear for God, I hope God give me. I do not feel safe. And my circle has always been small since my daughter was born. Before, when I was in high school, yeah, I had like a lot of friends, a lot of little associates. But since I had Nosha, y'all, which Nosha is 24, I've always had a very, very small, tight circle of, friends. And that's just been my life. So my question is this. Do y'all think I'm overthinking it? Do you think I'm wrong? Because I don't want to associate with them. Oh yeah, guess what? Then one of the women, because I had a lot of people that was, doing some slick stuff and mimicking things that I do, copying things, starting channels, a lot of fake readers were placed on YouTube specifically to send me messages. A lot of slick mess was done that I still have not discussed, and I still kind of debate on discussing. With that whole church situation with Prayline being, misinfluenced to do evil towards a person, and I don't know now. You know what I'm saying? I think about stuff like that. I don't consider this rearranged trauma. I think sometimes in life when we are traumatized, I think some things we got to hold on to, not from a place of, I don't want to get better, but from a place of being cautious. Like, I remember, like I said, I went right back to that AEL channel. And then the fact that I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with on that channel, it just made me think about it. Like, everybody always started off so good. And I thought about all the women. To be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I went in this file cabinet here, and I got all the women. I saw one of them over there, because they're old, and I said, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. When I went to homecoming, and we were at the tailgate, it was, one of Antonio's friends. Now, when he saw me one time before, he was so open, so friendly, so nice. When he saw me at tailgate, he kind of rolled his high eyes and half-ass spoke to me. I think of, and we're they're like a year or so older than me. But I think about stuff like that when it comes to dating now, because people live double lives. I thought about a group of women I was associated with, and the girl took me, the woman, she's my age, she took me out of the group me. Then she talked about me to two other women that I brought to the group, told them I was pretty much having communication problems, told them, I had a lot going on. I seemed overwhelmed and stressed, which was untrue. Very much so untrue. So they started talking about me, and then one of the people, I'm gonna say accidentally said, well, this is what such and such said, and this is, we think that you have me. She took me out of the group. She stopped talking to me. And women my age, I don't know, y'all. Sometimes things start off so good, and the intentions are supposed to be so good, but so much mess comes from it. So much of mess come from it. And I can't say that, oh, y'all listen to sorrow stuff. You need to wear a towel, honey, because this stuff does leak. It leak in your eyes, leak on your face and everything. But I can't say that it's just black women. Because the first woman that came in my life to lie, Amanda Soley, was a white woman. The next one was a Hispanic woman, Madeline. Then the black women started rolling in. But the first two women were older. They were older than me. Them church people, nah, I would never look at church the same. And I would never look at church or church women. I think church is dead. Dead. I think it's dead. I think it's all about show now, and it's very challenging to see a person. We all have flaws, but it's challenging to see a true woman of God, especially when they start that I'm a woman of God, I'm this. I think people are too title driven, too power driven. And I don't know, it just pushes me away. So I don't know. I like it over here. I'm sure, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm certain I could make much more money than what I make on TikTok and YouTube. But like I said, I'm having a challenging time with my dyslexia and comprehension, how it kind of, doesn't work. I've reached out to a couple of, not friends, but people I knew and was told, oh, such and such is in this. I think maybe you should reach out to them. I've reached out to some of them, and they've been unhelpful intentionally. I thought about how people had no problem playing games in my life at our age. Do y'all feel what I'm saying? I'm not looking for sympathy, pity, or none of that. I'm just looking like, am I wrong for thinking this way? Because I haven't what you call isolated myself, but I've gone right back to the way I was when I was raised in Nosha by myself. I did not like people around because you never know who people are. So I kept it exceptionally safe. I did not do company. I mean, when I say I ain't did no company, I ain't did no company at my little apartment. My mama, my daddy, and my brothers would come through every once in a while. But I did that little in-home daycare. That was it. In-home daycare and church. I'm not even comfortable going to church because of the things that was done from church people. And I'm just saying, am I wrong for thinking this way? It's not, have I been traumatized? Okay, yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, it's been trauma. But guess what? I don't wanna disassociate with this trauma because it's giving me an open eye to see people for who they are, the way they are. Yeah, some people would say, well, I think it's the young girl thing that you're dealing with, those young girls trolling me. But see, it didn't start with them. It started off with women that were older than me. Amanda was older than me. Madeline was older than me. Even I forgot about Nad overseas when I was going through the file and looking through all the women, Tamisha, they were older than me. Women that got on online book fake readings, got in classes and just lied. Foreign women. So yeah, it was women of all ages, but still my peers and those older than me. I couldn't see that the church people were doing what they were doing at first because I was so busy trying to stay on my tippy toes with the whole situation around Antonio. When I pulled in a friend of a very, very high resource, and he was tapping my phones, my laptop, and tracing people who they are. That's how I found out it was the church people. That's how I found out about the bishop. That's how I found out about his wife emailing. That's how I found those things out. And he was like, why do you have these people from Colombia? Do you know? I was like, Ken, if that's the church I used to go to. He was like, what? So that's how I found these things out. And the church members that were watching me and them reaching out to me. So that's how. But yeah, I mean, I guess I am traumatized, but this may seem crazy or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie. This is one time I'm happy with the trauma. Now, ladies, I'm not gonna lie. These men that sent me these messages, kid God from Zion. These men look good. They look good. But the first thing I thought about was those other guys, um, especially from those fraternities and some other random guys. Those men were trying to lure me off, and they had plans on manipulating me for SEXUAL purposes. All social media is a little more sensitive now. They're censoring things, so that's why I may go back to spelling some stuff, especially once I get back to my other channel. So I don't know. I don't wanna undo this. I don't want to. I don't know. I ain't feeling it, y'all. I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Yes, and they seem so helpful, and I need the help. I want the help. But is it okay to say that I'm afraid? Is it okay for me just to be a band and say I'm scared? Because every piece of help that I was offered was never genuine. People associate with me. Everybody had malicious intent. Is it just okay for me to be honest and say I'm too scared? I look at the money people making. People saying, you make this kind of money. I'm like, no, I don't, no, not, no. You should do this. You should, So that's my little spiel. And when I was putting this stuff in my hair, I was thinking about it. I was like, who can I talk to? I said, I want to talk to women, but I don't care if you're a man. Like the guy, one of the guys who details my car, he probably gonna see this. He's older. He's in his 50s. And he would, he tell me about little things that go on between North Carolina and South Carolina. And he gets a lot of tickets to like concerts, especially, I love 50 Cent. So like, and some old school rappers. So he always, look out for me. And he's in a particular group as well, a bike group. So he'll say, Mika, go with my boys. They're gonna look out for you. Because I become so cautious. I don't always like carrying the guns that I carry, you feel me? Because sometimes I just want to be a girl. Sometimes I just want to be a woman and just go places like I used to and chill. But I always got to watch my back because I never know who's who or what's what and who knows who. And all that came back to my mind, this morning, especially when I was reading a message. I was like, oh my God, this is just so nice. This is just so sweet. And it was like, oh my God, I love this channel. Over here, I didn't know you did tarot. You're older, maybe. Everything seems so nice. But that's how it all started. You feel me? But Rod said, oh Lord, it's called his name. Shout out to my detailer. But he was like, Mika, he said, I got so many trust issues. He said, I feel you. He did some time in prison because of somebody else. You feel me? So I don't know. I told him that day, I said, nah, bro. I said, you ain't got no trust issues. You got violation issues. When people violate you, you just don't do life the same. And I think that's what it is. I've been violated a number of times by a plethora of people. And y'all, my right hand to God, as God be my witness, if I'm lying, may he take my life right now on this live. All of them, all they did was stop talking to me, to make me feel uncomfortable, shun me, to make me feel like, it was me and not them. And especially that last little women's association. And when Sharella and Suzette told me this, all they did was stop talking to me out of guiltiness. That's it. That's it. Especially when they knew I knew. You feel me? So I've just become so much cautious, careful, second guess, third guess, fourth guess, because yeah, it is trust issues, but I'm not looking to do anything about it. Because people say one thing, they do one thing, and they have other intentions. They live another life. And it's these double lives, these double standards, these double intentions that we don't always see so clearly. You feel me? And I just want to miss that. I just want to miss that. I'm cool with it being me being, you know, by myself. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's how it was when I was raised in Nosha. And the church people then was always trying to squirm around me, get close to me. Their kids wanted to get close to her until they found out I was aggressive, because the first lady, she's very opinionated, she's very sadistic, and she's very double-minded. And she expect that whole submission and respect, but a lot of those people were not respectful. You feel me? They were gossip bots, talked about people. She was one of them. So I just kind of stay out the way from people like that. And to keep it a band with y'all, I grew up in stuff like that. So in my adult life, I can't stand it. I despise that ish. When it comes to two-faced women, if you can't tell me how you feel, you talking about me, you know, to somebody, I'll just leave you alone. These women nowadays, they will get close to you to find out your business, to go tell it to the next person, put it in their group. Even when, you know, this that last group that I was in, the women that was in there talking about, you know, their husbands, you know, counseling they go to, their husband being manipulators, you know, the dating scene. I just think we have to be selective about stuff like that. And they were saying that I was, you know, something was wrong with me because I wouldn't open up to the women and share my life and not my experience, but, you know, become friends. I said, I'm not here to be friends. It's a social group. We come together, we eat, you know, we have some wine, but I don't know none of y'all. And all of them were a part of other groups. I said, but everybody kind of discuss everybody's business. I don't like that. I don't rock like that. You know, that's not what I serve in life. You feel me? And so with my daughter, I just try to be careful with stuff like that because excuse me, you never know how it's going to hit your kids. You never know how it's going to hit your kids. Somebody ain't want me saying this, but I don't care. But I just sat up this morning and thought about it. I was like, nah, you know, it's a beautiful thing that they're doing for the 40 and up, 50 and up. I saw 60s, but for every age group, I've had trauma in the last, I've been on YouTube 4 years. I've had trauma for the last 4 years. And y'all, it's nothing I can say. You know, I couldn't do this video in about 5 minutes because I want to be real. I want to be transparent. I cut the comments also with a chat off for those that's going to leave a comment or some advice or suggestions to keep the people from trolling. But yeah, okay, yeah. For those of y'all that's going to say, well, I think you've been traumatized. You have unhealed wounds. I wouldn't disagree with you, but I don't want healing. And the reason why I don't want healing, because I want to feel what I felt for the last 4 years. So if I sense it, feel it, see it with anybody else, I keep it away. Because this is the devil's playground. And people play so much. And then when I saw that one person over there in the older group, I was like, And it was one of them people, you know, that had did some things. I was like, hell no, no. I just been rethinking. Now, I might talk to a couple of these guys. Now, I ain't gonna lie about that, y'all. You feel me? You know, I'm gonna see. But it's been very particular. I've been very particular and different in the last 4 years with especially in the last year. And people don't have the maturity level that they want you to think that they have. You feel me? They don't. They're too fake. They're too shady. They don't. So I'm looking forward to your comments. Thank you all for those that, I don't want to say endured me talking, because I'm not rambling. I'm seriously concerned because I don't feel safe. I don't look at people the same. And I highly doubt for the rest of my life I ever will. You feel me? And the last group of women I associated with them because my closest friend, she moved away. So it left me off by myself. And I just wanted some women to go out to eat with, you know, chat about women things, and life and children. But the leader of the group, she took me out the group me and then lied about it and then talked about me. Then it came right back. Then the 2 people that I brought to the group, you know, like I told them, y'all two-faced too. Y'all two-faced. Y'all are two-faced. And they're older in their 50s. I said, y'all are two-faced. How you gonna get with somebody and somebody telling you like I got mental problems or emotional problems? And then the leader that took me out the group, she was watching YouTube, watching everything I say, found that out. Because another person from the group, I ran into her. And she was like, oh, hey, Tamika, how you doing? And she said, I thought about you. And she was telling me, blah, 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 blah. And I said, nah, let me show you. And she was like, what? And I said, yeah. I said, that's not how that went down. And she said, oh my God. Then she said, you know what, to be honest with you, this is what I have experienced with blah, 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 blah. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, cool bet. People don't show a genuine face nowadays. That's become challenging. And I don't think it's just in the world of women. I think it's in society in general. But with women, I do notice this now. Oh, God, me kidding me. Women are used in almost every setup, betrayal, or misdeed to anybody, man or woman. Women are used for that. But I think as weak-minded women, I think as women that do carry the spirit of envy, I think as women that do carry the spirit of jealousy, I do. That's what I firmly believe. Firmly. All women are not going to be messy. And that's what I thought about with the 40 and up group on TikTok. And I was like, well, Candy, you probably can get the help you need, really get things going for yourself. But I was like, what if I open up to the wrong person? You feel me? So, yeah. But that's it, ladies. I don't know. I love it over here with y'all. I know I don't have one of the bigger channels. And to be honest with y'all, I started changing things about a year and a half ago when I started finding out some other truths to my life or a certain component of my life that I didn't know, pertaining to that situation. You feel me? So I purposely slowed down. I deleted over 1,100 videos. I need to go back and finish deleting the rest, but I just wanted a new start, a fresher start, because I want women that's real. I'm telling you right now, I ain't getting on the phone with nobody. I've had a few people email me asking, can we talk? The answer is no. To put some razzle dazzle on it, hell no. Because I don't know people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know people's intentions anymore. And I'm not about to use my discernment to say, is this, is that? No. We'll do life through this internet the way it's supposed to be done. Help each other the best we can virtually. And that's it. But just talking to me, if you want a reading, right now I'm not even doing phone readings until next year. I'm just, kind of chillaxing for the remainder of the year. And that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Life will change you when you have experience. Every bad experience, I don't think we're meant to forget or put so much a distance to the memory. I think we need to remember those experiences so that we do not keep experiencing the same thing or the same type of people. That's what I think, boo. That's what I think. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm asking y'all for some, your input. Even if you have experience, and you want to share it, I don't care. Of course, them trolls gonna comment down there. I don't give a rat's behind about that. Let them do what they do. Excuse me. So I don't think I'm overthinking it. Yes, I can say I have some unhealed wounds in that area of trust. Does it stem back to my childhood? Somewhat. Excuse me, somewhat. But not primarily. Because when I came to YouTube, I was just open. I thought everybody was, wanting to get better in life. I'm not talking about on a money train. I'm not talking about just on a relationship train. I'm talking about on a life train. But I realized, excuse me, you'll never shut me up. Just so you know that. You'll never shut me up. I realized that people don't lie. They don't lie. They fake. They fake. All of us got issues. All of us got problems. All of us will have challenges. All of us will deal with some sort of trial, trouble, and tribulation. All of that. And I'm going to say something really quickly. Quick or not, I'm going to say it. I'm going to tell you what this Puffy situation has reminded me of. Foes. You see how everybody's talking about him now? But they had no problems when they was out there doing it with him. You feel me? I'm not talking bad about Cassie, but I feel like there were some things that was arranged. That's why she did it. Abuse is a choice. And we decide to take abuse for whatever reasons. It's emotional abuse, verbal abuse, psychological abuse, which is the mind, and it's physical abuse. I can't say which one is worse, but what I can say, when I looked at that video and saw how he threw her behind down that thing, that was a choice she made. But before he started abusing her, she saw the signs. Before it got horrible, she knew when it was bad. Not only her, several women, several men. Everybody talking about him now. Can't keep his name out his mouth. But what did they do when he was doing it? Just don't make sense. Math ain't mathing in there. I think it's more to that situation. We live in a life of what could be considered unfair, but we got to push back. I was up watching the election. Just weighing some things out, natural and spiritual. Just paying attention. I think sometimes illusions are created or blinders are there so that we don't see the truth of the matter. But there are some blunt truths on both sides that's not been spoken of or that has not been clearly revealed about the election. And that's that. Ladies, thank you for your time. It's time for me to rinse this stuff out my hair. I don't want you to just say this. I don't want you to say Miss Candy or Tamika or AEL, whatever you call me. I don't want you to say, I think you've been traumatized. I know that, love bug. I know that, ladybug. You feel me? But this time, I'm not looking for that type of healing because I want to keep it close to me so that prayerfully, by the grace of God, it does not happen again. You feel me? So that I do not open or reopen myself to the wrong person again. You know what I'm saying? It's a saying that we grew up on from back in the day. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. People shouldn't get the same hand on you every time. We should not be going through the same experiences every single time. Even when it's different people. Some things we should hold. It doesn't have to be tight, but some things we should hold. Like, I remember I dealt with this before. Nah, that's what it's reminded me of. Am I saying anything bad about the 40 and up TikTok, the 50 and up TikTok? No, absolutely not. I think it's absolutely amazing. But I think it's for people that have truly evolved or willing to. And I've just run across a plethora of people that have not. But they fit in so well. Oh, by the way, y'all, some of these people got some high places of life. Some of them are in politics, in the church, leaders of the church, leaders of organizations, leaders of groups, ministers of the gospel, male and female, pillars of their community. I'm not talking about that group of them. I'm talking about the ones that, did a lot to me and still do. I would say we don't see people for who they are all the time, especially when they are hidden agendas. And I don't want no healing. I don't. I don't want no healing past this point. No, I want to keep what I got. Because I wanted to help me to detect other people like that, or be cautious and very, very slow, very, very slow before I reassociate with a group of people, especially on a larger scale. And I just told y'all I'm dyslexic. So with my type of dyslexia, it takes me a little longer to comprehend, especially when it comes to words. I have to break them things down about 5, maybe 10 times, keep it a band with you. I'm like, no. And when people have pics and they're in groups and they're in associations and organizations, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at what people will do. You will be surprised. You'll be surprised, shawty. You'll be surprised, little bug. You'll be surprised. And I'm just not looking for those surprises anymore. There it is. Peace and blessing, great day. Let me go rinse this out. I'm going to catch y'all a little later on. I'm going to try this twist out one more time. We're going to see how it's going to turn out this afternoon. All right. I love y'all. Namaste.